Ladies and gentlemen, this is Control. This is a game that hadn't been aggressively marketed or publicized, but also has a very dynamic and unique system. It is one of those games that will likely become a fan favorite for a lot of gamers when it comes to the combination of story and of course the gunplay. So, what is Control exactly? Well, I believe that the best way to describe this or start explaining this is to say that the guys who made this game are the same ones who made Max Payne, Alan Wake, and Quantum Break. So in terms of story and the world, Control draws a lot from Alan Wake, and when it comes to gameplay and combat, it is more of a combination between Quantum Break and Max Payne. This is a game which involves a lot of mysterious forces and supernatural powers. You will be playing as an agent who unlocked some unique abilities while she was younger, and as the game progresses, you'll be able to tap into those different dimensions and unlock new abilities, new upgrades, and of course, you guessed it, some story elements. So in this game, you have abilities that let you slow down objects, do some force, pull, push, and blast, and of course you have some abilities that feels like stopping time. The developers also confirmed that there are abilities that lets you take control of enemies, take control of their minds, and use them to fight on your side. So using that ability on a strong enemy can really turn the tides of battle because it can become really useful when being bombarded by other enemies, maybe in a large room. So what about the weapon system? Well, the weapon system in this game is something that really drove my attention at the very beginning, and it drove it to an all-time high. So you have a single weapon. However, this weapon can be customized and upgraded to benefit a specific playstyle or a specific weapon type. And as a lot of you would expect, certain weapons are more effective on certain enemies. You can make it a pulse blaster, you can make it a shotgun, a pistol, a sniper, a SMG, you name it. This is basically like a Lego of weapons. Now, as you progress through the game, you will get a lot of these upgrades and weapon configurations really early in the game. The developers want you to be able to experience the game and enjoy the story and the world and master all these weapons and abilities before you get to the very end of the game. And I am assuming that this is a decision that made to help you when it comes to those amazing boss fights. By the time you encounter some of these bosses, you will know how a lot of these weapons work and how a lot of these abilities work, instead of you trying to figure things out when you should be enjoying the gameplay. So that is one of the really cool things that I really like about this game so far. Now, if you enjoyed games such as Alan Wake and the Max Payne series, then you will definitely enjoy this game from what we've been told so far and what we can see in the gameplay. Now, as far as major questions are concerned, this is a $60 game. It is on PlayStation, the Xbox One, and for PC, it is on the Epic Games Store. Now, this is where I believe a lot of people will likely have issues with this game. Now, I checked out the pricing point, and it only has a standard pre-order, so there are no bonus perks or some crazy pre-order bonuses. I haven't seen any on it yet. Now, if there is any, I will leave it in the comment section. That is also why I said it hasn't been aggressively marketed yet, compared to a lot of games that will be releasing in 2019. The game releases on the 27th of August this year. So there you have it. Control is a story-driven single-player game. It has a lot of customization in terms of weapon and abilities, but not in terms of personality of the character, which means you cannot change the clothing or certain looks on the character, as far as I'm concerned. Now, one thing I will say is they actually did these things to make sure that most of your focus will be on the story of the game itself. Combat so far is smooth and unique. Considering the release window though, you will have a lot of time to think between getting this one or any other game coming out this year. Let me know what you guys think about this game. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.